first part of the session one, I guess you should say, of the GVA stuff. We're finally here. We're finally
Yay.
getting to it after all this time.
Yay.
Hope y'all are ready to protect the multiverse and the grid with your lives and go through this little mystery I've prepared for y'all. And I hope y'all enjoy it. Yes, Typhoon.
Oh, I thought you
It's
said, "Oh, we'll see," because I
it's
didn't.
it's in your bio. Your Ty for short, but so yeah. Unfortunately, James, who will be playing Fred, the GVA version of Charlie, is not here at the moment. We're hoping he could join shortly, but it also worked out because the first part of it does not really involve his character, and we will be having a guest of mine and Joe's roommate, and she will introduce herself when she joins for the next session. She'll be playing this short little campaign with us.
Yeah. But first,
10 sessions later.
Introductions are in order.
Yes, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'll be playing Cal, a GVA analyst.
I am Juan. I will be playing S42 or Typhoon or Ty for short. A sentry, Mastodon sentry. Oh, let's fuck that up. Sentry.
And hi, I'm Jay, and as for usual, I'll be playing literally everyone else. So we're gonna start this by picking up at the Sentry Post. And yes, I know
The Gulag.
this is a massive map. For instance, there's more to this map that I cut out, but it worked too well with what I needed it to be. So I was just like, I'm just gonna not do the highway and stuff because I don't need the highway. So you'll see in the bottom left corner, you and your team, except for one, is getting or you're all there. You're getting ready for the day. As y'all wait for your last member to
No.
show up. Pythagoras, your leader, the Gold Ranger Sentry, does have some news as he tells everyone to gather around. So everyone gets a little closer. All right, team. We've got, as we all know, I will be leaving soon. And with that, I have to elect the new squad leader. I know some of you really wanted it, and I know that you all put in your best effort when it came to the written test and the physical training to make this promotion. You all did really well. No one really failed. But it's also up to me. I could say I don't think any of y'all are ready and get some new guy in, but we've known each other for a long time. It's been a few centuries. I think I'd rather y'all just stay together and put one of y'all in charge. And with that, I have to make the decision that Ty, you're going to be the one getting the promotion.
He just looks stunned. Like my character just looks stunned. Like, really?
Ty, you've been really good when it comes to following orders. Only a few times throughout all these centuries have you really pushed the envelope and done things that you were told not to do. You seem to play things by the book, which is something that they like. And as much as we all love to mess with our analyst friends, they do like it when we do keep things a little more. We keep the peace, and they like that. You scored the highest in the physical test. Your written test was a little bit average, but I told them I think that you are still the best bet, and I think you'll lead this team the right way. You do have a choice. You can be a silver sentry, or you can pick up where I left off as a gold sentry.
What are the differences between the two?
So you would know that a silver rhino sentry is a jungle fury silver rhino sentry. It's in the monster book. It is basically, it's got these two big shields on its arms. Basically, the gold sentry is, it's Dino Charge Gold Sentry. It gets a big shield and a gun. The The silver Rhino Sentry is more melee focused, a little bit more. It doesn't really have any distance attacks. The gold does have 2 melee and 1 gun, so that's really up to you. They have a few
Mm.
different stats, but it's basically just where you want to go. It's your choice. It's a choice thing, how you
Fuck.
want to lead.
I don't
You don't
know. I really like being on the front lines, but I like having the versatility of also having a ranged possibility.
you don't have to
I,
make the decision right now. I know it's a lot to think about, but when the time comes when I head to the higher ups at Hyperforce, they will need an answer.
uh, Javier stiffens up a little bit and says, "Yes, sir." I mean, not Javier. Jesus, that's gonna take some getting used to.
It is. And with that, we're just waiting on price and potentially a call with everything that's going on. Just kind of stick around and we'll see how that goes. Klaus just quietly goes back to his bench, doing very Emil from Halo Reach things like sharpening knives and shit, being all 10 times so creepy. And she goes back to her locker to look at a few things. Tor, however, immediately, as Praxis goes to his locker to check on some of his things, Tora gets up in your face and is just like, if you think for a moment this changes anything, you're very, very wrong. You may be my boss eventually, but we both know I'm the stronger between the two of us.
Is she actually?
I don't know. Does S42 believe that?
Uh, S42 likes to think he's the strongest, so no.
Okay, so how do you
But
respond?
he just now that he's the leader, he just he feels or he might be the leader that he's gonna be the leader. He feels like it's not a good idea to like instigate anything. So he just says so he just kind of looks at her and just doesn't really say anything. Just looks at her.
Oh, that makes her mad. uh, Tora is sure just kind of, and then she storms off to her locker, and you can hear her angrily open that up and start rummaging as she mutters to herself.
All right. I go over to my locker. I open it to reveal a bunch of like weird pictures of Klaus. No.
What
So
is S42's what is S42's wisdom?
wisdom. His wisdom is where's his wisdom? Wisdom. You mean willpower, like social, like
Yeah, willpower.
willpower is 15.
Okay. Because you're gonna get perception.
Oh, and the always alert perk makes a lot more sense when you use it. I've like because I have like D4 in alertness compared
Okay.
to like having a D4.
So so you just got mind read by she and it was successful.
Oh Jesus.
So how does Javier really feel about the promotion? I mean S42.
How he feels about the promotion? Uncertain. He doesn't know. He wants to do right by his team, and but he doesn't know if he can step up to it. But he's gonna try his best.
So you start going through your locker and you just hear she say, "It's okay, S42. I believe in you. I think you'll make a great leader, no matter what doubts that you're having."
And I'm just gonna be like, don't. I'm just gonna be like, please try to refrain from reading my mind without my permission. But I
I was
appreciate it. Or like
I was
reading my emotions.
I was only trying to help.
And he's just gonna say, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So y'all are all going through your regular time, and then finally your sixth member walks in. The one that gets the most crap because he's mostly technological. He does not do very much well in combat, but y'all need someone tech savvy and a bit of medical in the field at all times, no matter what. That'd be Price. Price finally walks in running a little bit late this morning. So Price walks in, running, just like trying to catch up, and he starts opening his locker, and Pythagoras is just like, "You're a bit late. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. God, my alarm clock didn't go off today for some reason. Man, I'm really, really sorry. Excuses usually won't be tolerated, but today is a bit of a good day, I guess. So I guess you'll get off with an easy warning this time. If you're late again before I leave, you will be running a lot, like before, around the track until I say you're done. Yes, sir. No, yes, yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Also, you missed the announcement. S42 will be your new leader when I move up to Hyperforce. He comes out of he's looking at his locker and he turns. He's like, "Oh yeah, you made it. I didn't have any doubts that you wouldn't get it. I mean, I would say I'm jealous, but I didn't even try out for it. Nah, there is no way I was gonna get it."
Uh, uh, I'd be like, I'm just gonna be like, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like I look forward to working with you.
I mean, you've been working with him for a little bit.
I know, but like going forward, going.
Yeah, you look forward to being his leader.
Yeah, I look forward to be. I hope I can live up to your expectations.
So everyone starts to get ready. Everyone starts going ahead and starts changing into
Klaus, our boy. That's my son. No.
just dead Klaus. That's my
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, my son. Jesus. I hope it never comes to that.
So yeah, everyone starts to change.
Bop, 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 bop.
So as everyone's finally ready, um, Pythagoras says, "All right, I guess until we get something, just go on a security detail. I want all of you to split up in pairs of twos and make rounds together around certain parts of the sector G." And before he starts to announce where y'all are gonna go, he puts he puts his fingers to his helmet. Potential Lord Draken. Okay, yeah, no, we're on it. We're already ready to go. It's perfect timing almost. Who is it? Oh man, S42 is gonna have fun today. All right. Yeah, no, we'll get on it right now. We'll hope to see them there. All right, boys, let's pack it up. We got a potential Lord Draken. Be on your highest toes as he pulls up a hologram on his wrist-mounted computer device, his CAD. It's a Tommy Oliver, female, Tomi. Apparently, shortly after being indoctrinated by Rita, she couldn't handle all the evil. She started doing some messed up stuff. She put the Power Rangers in the back pedal. We're going to be playing catch up. So I'm going to need you all on your best. 42, this is your chance. And when I say that, this also comes with something else. This is your chance to show your leadership and how to have a level head. However, he starts to he starts to laugh and tries to make a fake comment. Your boyfriend is coming.
I let out. He's S40. Just pretty boy and pretty boy's gonna be there.
Yep, pretty boy and the old man. Let's try to beat them there.
Uh, all right. Like I'm not letting him get this one from us. Fuck, a Lord Draken situation. Jesus, can't believe this is how you're starting us off.
All right, so he opens up a portal. All right, fall in line. Let's follow through. And y'all start to head through the portal. We will jump back to where Cal left off after his session on the analyst floor. So where we
Oh.
left off here, Cal and Redacted were heading out the door and were ready to make their way and get out there.
Yep. I distinctly remember Cal being like, "I swear to God, if S42 is on this job."
Yeah, you did say that.
I distinctly remember that. So, any idea which squad's being sent with us?
Redacted is currently messing with his PDA version of the device. I hadn't checked yet. I was trying to get the coordinates so we can open up a portal and make our way there. Whoever it is, hopefully we can beat them before they get there. Save us a little bit of time, and perhaps you don't have to do laundry today.
Cal just
Klaus is already on it.
Cal just deadpans at him like completely unamused.
I'm just saying, it happens more to you than me. I know when they're I know to keep my distance, stay out of the splash zone.
Yes, but it's harder to connect with them whenever you're farther away.
Fair enough. And then
You'll connect with them, all right.
he said, "All right, I got the coordinates, and it's looking like, yep, your boyfriend's there."
Cal's eye twitches.
Hey, you don't like what I have to say? Maybe you should go down to the bar and have them change it on the Deadpool because that's what they got.
You and I both know no matter how much I try to talk to the bartender, he's not taking it down. There's too many bets on it. It's been going for how long? 2 centuries?
2.5, maybe 3. I'm starting to lose track of time a little bit, but hey, you know, whichever way it happens, when it finally, at least it'll be gone. Maybe you'll be dead, maybe he'll be dead, or something worse will happen. But
We're not
hey,
talking about the other option.
just
What was
saying,
the other option?
tension's palpable. So you would know S42. You would know because you go to the bars occasionally. It is are they gonna kill each other? Or are they gonna kiss each other or fuck? It's fighting or fucking, basically.
I'm gonna place my bets on fighting, is what I've already put my bet on.
Well, yeah.
And I swear to God, if it's anything other than fighting, if it's fighting before the other one, I'm gonna be very upset that I lost as many points as I bet.
Well, no, like what the Deadpool is basically, are Cal and S42 going to kill each other, or are they finally gonna fuck?
So as y'all are talking, you hear in the background the elevator dings. As Mobius looks up and he says, "Oh Jesus, not right now. Don't have time for this." And your two favorite rival analysts are here.
Oh
The ones that like
boy.
to make fun of you as they walk towards you. You
Cal
would
just
know.
crosses his arms.
Praxis welcomes. He says, "How's it going, losers? You finally ready to get
Jesus.
knocked off your pedestal of the best analysts of Sector G?"
Are you hoping that things go south with this, Praxis? Is that what you're wanting?
I mean, I don't have to know that it's gonna go bad because your boyfriend's gonna be there, and that always spells a recipe for disaster. And if I remember correctly, you and him are both on some of your final write-ups before they start, you know, taking you down off the leaderboards and taking some of those points away. It's a good day to be
Not
us.
not to worry, I'll be on my best behavior. I can't say the same for him.
And Elsie pipes up as she kind of laughs. She's like, "Oh, I'm sure you will."
42 brought a giant like jug of Gatorade to pour on Klaus when he takes the shot.
What happened last time that I remember? Um, you were talking to someone and everything was going so good, and they went to reach behind, and then that psychopathic machine man, whatever he is, popped their head wide open. And then you went to sprinting. S42 wasn't even the one that took the shot. I guess you just have a hate boner for him.
Mobius, we're leaving.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. And the portal opens up. Well, guys, it has been riveting as always. But as you can see, we actually have jobs to do. Maybe if you spent more time doing your job and less time worrying about what other people are doing, maybe you wouldn't be in second place. As
Yeah.
Jesus
Mobius,
Christ, Mobius.
as he steps through the portal.
Cal like spins on his heel, flips them both off, and like walks backwards into the portal.
So you step to the portal, And I've already set the stage, except for Cal and Redacted.
Mobius. Just
Yeah,
call him
you
Mobius.
you've already been calling him Mobius.
So the team is already here. We all know where Klaus is if you can find him.
Do we have like little drones available to us?
On occasion, yes.
Okay. My boy Klaus.
Already there,
Mhm.
waiting. So y'all come through the portal, and you can see that the team is already set up, and they are ready to go. As the portal opens, Price turns around. Oh, hey guys, we're here. We're set up, and then she like nudges them. Oh yeah, we're supposed to hate them.
I like that Price likes us. Cal is nice to Price. Price is the only person that Cal is nice to.
And then you hear Tora speak up. Boss, the nerds are here.
Nice to
Pythagoras.
see you too.
Pythagoras turns around as he walks towards you. All right. Here's what I know. When we first got it, you probably got the same information we did. She started attacking the ranger. She was doing heavy damage and backpedaled him to the command center. Well, things got worse. They're all dead.
Great.
She killed them all. She's starting to lose her mind. She's freaking out. She's got the green crystal with her. She said it's talking to her. And from what I can try to deduct, she also killed Rita Repulsa for making her this way. The spell Rita cast just completely flipped her upside down. I don't know if any of you have ever been possessed before. It's happened to me once out in the field. You're watching everything you're doing from your own body without any control. So she killed all of her friends. She didn't want to. That's all I have for you. The rest is up to you. However, as he points to the skyscraper and you see Klaus up there, if it gets too dark, we won't hesitate. You know that. I don't care how close you are.
Cal just nods.
You got 5 minutes. And he walks away.
I just ping Klaus, just like she's like Cal's got 3 minutes.
Do you actually say that?
No, I'm not gonna go behind Pythagoras like that to say that. Well, he probably could hear me say that, but
So Pythagoras comes up to you and he's like, all right, you see how I approach that? And I gave them the information that they needed. We let them do their job. I did give them a timer, however, so if they don't do it, you know what happens next.
yes, sir.
You can take what I do and do that, or you can be like some sentry leaders and you could just say, well, there you go talk to them. I'm trying to leave out on a good note. I'm trying to show you how you could potentially lead.
I understand, sir.
Mobius following behind you. As you'll get closer, you can hear her crying, the green crystal next to her glowing. She's got blood on her hands, all kinds of stuff. She's sobbing uncontrollably. You hear thunder rumbling in the distance. As she sits there, just continues to cry, speaking almost nonsense, but also apologizing at the same time.
Okay.
Mobius behind you is just like, you hate to see it. Poor girl.
Yeah.
Whoa. Slow down. Kind of looks at her a little bit more. I don't see the morpher on her. I see the crystal. Maybe if we get the crystal off of her, maybe she'll calm down. It's a standard chaos green crystal from what it looks like. We break it, might finish off and break the rest of Rita's spell. Getting it away from her is going to be tricky.
Cal just nods.
So how do you want to approach this, partner?
let's just try to talk to her.
All right. You go ahead. I'll be right here with you.
Cal just kind of slowly approaches, stops right here.
So as you get closer, you kind of step on something on the ground, like a candy wrapper, and it crunches as she looks up. She looks up, she starts to wipe her tears, not helping anything. She's starting to get the blood on her hands and her tears, so she starts to frantically wipe.
Hey.
Who are you? Who are you people?
I'm just someone who's concerned. My name's Cal.
And I'm Mobius.
You seem pretty upset.
Upset? Upset doesn't begin to even touch what's happened to me today.
All right. Fair enough. Do you want to tell me what happened today?
I don't even know you.
That Cal just kind of holds his hands up, like, fair enough. Fair point. I just, I noticed that you were over here and you seem pretty upset. And you seem like you're having a real bad day. And, I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to help.
So she's remaining calm. She hasn't noticed everyone else down the alleyway yet. She's like, I don't think you would understand what I went through. I don't think anyone would.
You'd be surprised. Doesn't hurt to try. No.
Unfortunately, S42, you can hear them talking, but you can't make it out.
She sounds calmer, though.
She does sound calmer, but you can't quite make anything out, and Klaus is not giving you any signal that he wants to pull the trigger. Cal, you successfully have persuaded her. She says, well, it all started a few days ago. I was going home from school, and I got kidnapped, brainwashed by some witch on the moon. I know that's hard to believe, and she turned me evil. I had just made some new friends at school, and next thing I know, I didn't know it at the time, I was fighting them. They were the Power Rangers. And they figured out who I was too, but they didn't know what had happened to me. I was too strong. I destroyed their Megazord and made my way to their command center. And while watching through my own eyes, I finished them all off. Even the robot. When I took off their helmets, I started to realize what I had done. I managed to break a bit free of the spell. And then Rita tried to use this green crystal on me, but it didn't do what she had hoped. It only made it worse. It fed on my anger, on my rage. So I killed her too. It keeps telling me to do more. I don't want to.
I know you don't. I believe that you don't want to. You said the crystal keeps trying to talk to you and make it worse, right?
Yes.
If you'll let me, I can get rid of it for you.
As you say that, her eyes light up a bright green. I can't let you. It's the only thing that I have left. As she grabs it and she moves it closer to her.
I know you feel like it's the only thing you have left right now. But I promise you'll feel a lot better with it gone. You'll feel your head will be much clearer. If you'll just let me help you.
And once it's gone, we'll help you take care of this whole mess. It doesn't have to go any further than this.
It doesn't.
If you stick around that thing, it's only gonna get worse. So just give it to us. Let us figure this out.
We can help you end this before it gets worse than it already is. At this point, Cal would have squatted down to get on her level, by the way.
Yeah. She gets very defensive. See how defensive she gets. Okay, she only gets a little more defensive as she it's now in her hands. She is holding the crystal. Her eyes are glowing green. The thunder's going more in the distance as it begins to rain. As she kind of starts to get up a little bit. You're not here to help me. You're here for the power. That's all you want from me. Take it and then kill me. Like the murderer I am.
I'm not going to kill you. I'm trying to keep you from dying. Because if you keep that crystal, you will die. Please.
We promise we're not here to do anything wrong by you. We're here to help you. Get you through this. Be a better person. Now, back to the sentry side of things. You can see that S42, all of you on the team could see that the timeline is starting to spike. As in, her future's not changing, but it's being sped up. She's not responding to the talk very well. It's speeding up her descent. Well, that's not good. What the fuck are they doing over there?
So much for the best, huh?
Yeah, right. Damn it, this is not how I wanted one of my last days to end. Although it's not my fault. Alright. I'm gonna give you a chance. How do you want to handle the situation?
Well, sir, if she makes any clear intents of aggression, I believe that we should take her out before she can cause any more harm.
Okay. Puts his fingers to her ears. Klaus, you read? You can see Klaus in the distance take one hand off the sniper and put his fingers to his ears. Alright. Trying to give 42 here a little bit of leadership practice for the rest of this, whatever this is. You listen to him. If he tells you to take the shot, you take the shot. You read. He takes his fingers off his ears, and Klaus just gives a thumbs up and puts his hand back on the rifle. All right. It's your call. They got about 3 minutes left. That's your decision to make.
Yes, sir.
Rest of your team, Torres just like, can't we just do it now? Why are we waiting? Obviously, she's only getting worse. They're speeding her up. They're basically like speed running her into being another Lord Draken. Only this time she has a vagina. Price is like, well, I mean, we never know. We've had similar situations and they bounce back. Although sometimes they also get really good and then we still shoot them, which I'm kind of conflicted about, to be honest. And Torres says, "This is why no one likes you, Price. I'm just being honest." I thought, and then she nudges him again. Yeah, you're right. She responds with, I say we give them the full time. Ain't no hurting in it. I mean, if we give them the full time and within the next minute before the time is up, they get turned into ash, well, we have 2 less analysts to deal with. And then we can take the shot.
You're right, She. I like that idea. We'll give them the full time, and if anything goes wrong, class, you take the shot.
Price just kind of like has his hands up and he's just like, oh, whatever. Pythagoras is like, well, I'm glad to see nothing's going to change after I leave. Whether that's for the better, I'm not sure. But if I really wanted a new squad, I would have requested one a long time ago and split all you. Well, I don't want to say imbeciles, but I'm tempted.
Like, God, it's so good.
All right,
But yeah, just gonna give them the full time and then see what happens. If things don't seem like they're getting better, then
full
we'll
time
see
it
what happens.
is. Let me go back to the analysts. I'm gonna let you know right now, Joe. You and Mobius got like 2 more fails.
Yeah.
So unless you can persuade me into rolling in different ways.
I mean, how did she respond to what we said about trying to keep her from dying?
What I need to see what agitation level she's at again, because before she rolled a 4. She rolled a 2, so she got 1 more agitated. If she rolls less than a 2, she's gonna go back down. But if she rolls a 3 or a 4, it's only gonna go up.
Oh
Damn.
no, she's much angrier.
She's getting really pissed and frustrated. Yeah, she's being manipulated by magic, so
Yeah, she's not in
okay,
her
so
right
y'all fail.
headspace. She probably
So
catches a glimpse of Pythagoras because of
Yeah.
that of the angle that she's at.
big ass gold shit. So she's getting mad, and then she like peeks beyond Cal right here, and she sees this giant gold man R that clearly is a Power Ranger. I was right. You're just here to kill me.
We are here to stop them from killing you. They will kill you if you do not give us that crystal and let us destroy it. We are trying to save your life here.
She's just like, yeah, that sounds legit. 100%. No, it doesn't. That sounds stupid. You're just trying to trick me, to kill me, get the crystal, whatever it is you want from me. If you want the fucking morpher, you can have it. And she pulls the morpher from her back. And let's see if Klaus, he has a sniper, but I'm gonna have him roll.
Yep. We're about to
You guys
at least
are they in the splash zone?
no, it's gonna go the
No.
opposite direction from us. We're not in the
Yeah,
splash.
I imagine it's a
now.
high caliber rifle, so it'll kind of just explode everything. So yeah, you might get something.
So S42, you are immediately alerted that Klaus sees a power morpher.
Fuck.
He says it's he doesn't tell you. You get this in text to speech basically in your headset.
Mhm.
As it says, I see a power morpher she's pulled out. Seems pretty
Uh,
mad. Doesn't seem like she's going to use it. She's holding it the wrong way. It seems like she doesn't believe what they're telling her. Seems like she's mad. It's your call.
hmm. You said, fuck. Doesn't seem like she's gonna use it though. Hmm.
Yeah, she's holding it the wrong way.
How much? I asked Pythagoras. How much they got? How much time they got left?
A minute and a half.
Minute and a half. They still got some time. Doesn't seem like they're gonna use the morpher. It's like I say we give them a little bit more time. If she does anything remote, if she does anything remotely aggressive against the analyst, take the shot.
So she has the morpher out. She's like, if this is what you want, you can fucking have it. And she tosses it on the ground.
Oh,
As it's,
I thought you were gonna be like she throws it at Cal and Klaus takes the shot.
Klaus takes 1 damage and she takes 10 to the fucking skull.
Oh.
Nah. So she throws it as it skids across the ground and next to you on Mobius's feet. I don't want it anymore. I just need it to end. I need it to stop. I can't take it anymore.
I know, and I'm trying to help you end it. It doesn't have to be this way. Tommy, please.
I was gonna say, I was like, is it possible for Klaus to just shoot the crystal out of her hand? Or like destroy it? But I was like, no, that doesn't seem like something our team would do.
No, it does not.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, we're gonna
And she's
dome
got it
her.
like clutched to her, I think.
Yeah, she's got it clutched to her tight.
Damn.
It'd go
Alright.
it'd go through the crystal and then go through her, so he'd basically be doing the same thing regardless.
Alright, yeah.
Mobius picks the morpher off the ground. Just put down the crystal. Just come on. You see those guys back there? If you don't stop, my partner's right. They're gonna kill you. We're trying to give you a chance. A fighting chance. They think you're nothing more than a psychopath. You're gonna prove them right? You're gonna attack us? So they can come in and treat you like some kind of caged animal? You don't
It
want
doesn't
that.
have to be that way. Come on. I don't know if that's good enough.
That is good enough. You have calmed her down. And kind of broken through. Her eyes start glowing green. And she's like, it won't let me throw it. It won't let me get rid of it. You're gonna have to get it out of my hands.
I can do that.
Destroy it.
Jesus Christ.
Cal
I'm gonna
moves-
ask Klaus, how are things looking?
Cal moves forward slowly, and he's
Says-
like,
He says Cal is approaching. She seemed to have calmed down. Her eyes aren't glowing green. However, if they line up just right, I can take them both out. JK, LOL.
JK LOL.
I love
JK,
Klaus.
lol.
I love Klaus so much.
Anyways.
All right. Hold off on that shot unless she makes a fuck, what was I gonna say?
An attack, a beeline,
Yeah.
Okay.
An obvious
So-
sign of defiance.
aggressive.
Yeah, aggression.
Okay, so Cal's gonna move forward carefully, and he's going to reach to take hold of the crystal.
Oh!
Let's go, baby!
Look,
Oh,
Cal just grabs it and throws it on the ground. Hell yeah! And then she still gets blown out.
Yeah, I was like, Klaus, take the shot.
Yeah, Cal manages to grab it and get it out of her hands pretty quickly. And he tosses it behind him for Mobius to just stomp on.
You toss it on the ground, and as she lunges forward aggressively, her eyes glowing green, to try to stop it in one last desperate attempt.
To stop the crystal or making a lunge at one of them?
She's trying to lunge to get the crystal. It could look like she's.
It could look like
Cal threw it this way.
Oh, but Mobius is over here.
I
Yeah,
know, but Mobius can move over there.
Okay, Mobius over here, but still, she's lunging at in your general direction.
Fair enough.
What seems to be Mobius's direction.
Yes. So you're gonna have to hope to God Klaus rolls high enough perception to deduce this.
Right. Please, Klaus. I kind of want to see this succeed without us having to kill somebody.
Oh, forgot. Hold on.
Wait, can Cal? I was gonna say, like, didn't you say we have access to their comms sometimes so we could hear in on their conversation?
Yeah.
Is that occasionally, or like, is that possible to get that now? Like,
The way that I interpret it is that you can, but like most of the time, sentries don't really care what they're doing. If they just see any sign of aggression, they're popping their head or moving in. Especially if they transform or it's like an actual more fight where all sentries are needed. An analyst could say, "Hey, I'm close. We can wrap this up. This is working." But if an analyst is like, "Yeah, but it's pizza time at lunch, so pop her head off already."
I imagine Mobius would let them know, hey, because
Yeah,
Cal's the main one talking.
Yeah. Okay, so Mobius is letting us in on this?
As he's about to take the shot, Mobius says something, and well, this is basically to see if Klaus believes that or not.
Nice.
shot.
Okay.
That's my boy. That's my fucking boy.
He
Is the
doesn't take the shot.
timeline is the timeline calming down?
So as Mobius steps on it, she falls to her feet. Her eyes stop glowing green, and you can check on your device.
Yeah. Cal is more concerned with her.
Can I say I'm checking?
Yeah, you can start checking.
Okay, I'm gonna start checking.
The algorithm predicts the new change, and it's no longer spiking with evil tendencies. It sees a clearer future. Any threat that comes up in the future is not going to be a Lord Draken esque threat, and it's definitely not going to be her.
Okay. Well, I'll be damned, sir. They did it.
All right, you're no longer getting the promotion. You failed me.
And like, no, Klaus, take the shot. And I'm like,
No,
Nah.
but can Cal kind of catch her before she falls over
Sure, why not?
entirely?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So you catch her as she's just like she starts to breathe heavy as the magic starts to leave her body. She starts to cry a little bit more. She says, "It's not going to change anything. It doesn't change what I did."
actually, it's set. Oh no, Jesus.
Listen.
It,
Listen to me. It doesn't change what happened in the past, but it gives you a chance for a better future. Take that opportunity and run with it.
As 42, Mobius comes on the comm and says, "Well, I think we did it. Just the other question, though. Do we give her back the Morpher, give her a chance to redeem herself, become the Power Ranger she could potentially always be to make up for it?"
watch her. We give her the morpher, and then immediately start spiking in the future again.
So Pythagoras looks at you and says, "It's your call. Do we give her the Morpher back? Do we still take her to trial? What do we do?"
Fuck, that's even up to the sentries. I figured that would be an analyst decision.
That's an analyst decision.
It's a bit of both.
Hmm. She didn't really want it. She didn't really seem to want the morpher to begin with.
No.
What were the options again? Either give her back the morpher or take her to trial.
Give her the Morpher or take it away and just leave her here. Timeline doesn't matter, so she can stay here. Or y'all can trial her for the potential crimes that she had committed.
Hmm.
There's no point in trying her for the crimes that she already committed. Like,
Right. I'm thinking of giving her
Crimes,
the morpher.
crimes she could have committed.
there's no point in doing that because we fixed the timeline.
Did you?
Oof.
That fuck.
I was about to say, please don't say that. I was like, now you're either take her to trial, leave her without the morpher, or give her the morpher.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You would know from the handbook and the motto of "if once, then always." It's kind of stated that everyone kind of deserves a second chance. Doesn't always work that way. Some people can't change, and that once a ranger, always a ranger. A lot of were good rangers, and the main timeline had bad beginnings. Tommy, the Magna Defender, a good chunk
Uh,
of them.
all right. I say we give her back the morpher. If she tries anything later down the line, we can always come back and finish what we started.
Well, I'm glad you see it my way. Hey, I heard about your little promotion. Maybe we can turn things around, work together a little better more often.
Meanwhile, Cal is just holding the sobbing mess of a woman.
Yeah. Meanwhile, 42 is just like, this was kind of like a test run to see how you guys did as well. It was
42
like,
is 42 as soon as he gets the position, always take the shot.
yeah, Klaus, no matter what, from now on, always take the shot.
Mobius walks over, he crouches down with the morpher in his hand. It's yours. Can't take it away from you. It's your chance. If you want to make up for everything, be a better person, you could do it. Your friends, you could do this in their honor. You don't have to do it alone. Rangers are everywhere. You just gotta look. She looks at it. You can see it mulls over in her mind. But she grabs it. And she starts to stand up, wipes her tears. Yeah, I'll do it for them. I have to.
Cal just kind of smiles gently at her.
S42. As the timeline clears up, you can see things get better. So you see the timeline, the algorithm plans everything out. The branch of the tree starting to heal from the potential evil. No multiverse shenanigans. Something catches your eye on the branch. Very small. You just it's a detail of some sort if you wish to look at it and see what it is.
Yeah, if I noticed it, yeah, he would have looked at it.
You see that everything gets better. She becomes the Green Ranger she's supposed to be. Even makes a new team. Power Rangers across the world, the usual stuff. Bad thing happens again. Not her fault. There's no telling how it could have happened. She did her best. Inspired others, other teams. Was the leader she needed to be, the person she needed to be. But unfortunately, another team wipe under her. Not her leadership the first time, but she was there. She blames herself for it. Although everything's good, there's no more potential multiversal evil. It's not a happy ending. After that second team wipe, she decided to just wander a desert on some planet, bit of her own exile, till she gives out from the heat.
Well, our job's done.
She just lets herself die.
That's fine. Our job's done.
Okay.
That's literally huh?
You could tell someone if you wanted to.
No, remember that was the whole thing that like one of the hangups is this is just a job.
This is true. You are followed to your hang up. When y'all get story points, that's a few extra story points. Remind me of that.
Hell yeah, baby!
I like that. So yes, you know that at some point she gets another team wipe. She feels bad about it, so she exiles herself and she walks in a desert on some planet until her body gives out.
All right, I'm gonna let Cal know once we're back, though.
That's fucked.
Don't do that.
But Cal and Mobius, everything seems good.
Cool.
Y'all did it. No murder, no deaths, no trial. She's good to go. She does ask, "Who are you people?"
Just someone looking out for you.
Little guardian angel, if you would.
And your executioner, if you don't. No,
but you're good
I'm gonna look at Pythagoras and be like, well, I'd say that went as good as we could have done, as it could have gone.
You got this, Tommy. She says, if you won't mind me, I need to do some soul searching and have some time to myself. But I won't forget what you guys did. There's no telling what would have happened if I had stayed this way.
Oh, we knew what would happen.
It's what we do.
God.
And she teleports away.
Cal just lets out a huge sigh. You couldn't tell that he was holding his breath, but he just
Just fucking crumples. All the strength left is
Yeah, he basically just like deflates. He's like, okay.
Well, I was thinking for a minute we were going to have to do laundry again, but hey, it all turned out for the best, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of turning out for the best,
So I guess you analysts are good for something, huh?
and there it is. Not even a
You would
moment.
think, after all the missions we've been on that have gone successfully, you'd believe that. But I guess not.
I needed to see it for myself since I was taking point on this one.
Well, you'd probably see it a little more often if your sniper wasn't so trigger happy.
To be fair, that's our call.
Oh, so it is your fault. Thanks for the confirmation.
No problem. I just want you to know that it wasn't me. Go back to Pythagoras. Wait, doesn't that mean more paperwork for us?
Yes.
Fuck! I should have let him take the shot.
No.
No.
Torres immediately pissed. She's like, way to go, Mr. New Leader. You have officially done it. You have officially pissed me off.
What was that?
Oh, damn!
Yeah, Cal hears that and he immediately pushes around Mobius.
I mean, she was
What the-
talking shit to S42.
I know, but he's just like, you wanted her brains all over the fucking wall?
Well, not exactly when you put it like that. It's just now we have more paperwork. Or should I say, she's like, never mind. I retract my statement. The new leader here has more paperwork. Isn't that right, Pythagoras? Pythagoras just like, yeah, you need to get used to doing all that paperwork, Mr. New Leader. And he pats you on the shoulder.
And I'm just gonna be like, what? And just like kind of deflated, like, all right.
Just
Listen, at the end of the day, I think having a couple extra fucking pages of shit to fill out is way better than popping someone's fucking skull.
If you say so. All right, boys, let's go.
Klaus just looks in your direction, Cal, and he just shakes his head. And then Price is just like, when he puts it like that, kind. And then he gets nudged by She again. Yeah, you're right.
Cal just looks at Price like, I'm right. Cal gives him that look of like, I'm right.
We'll see how things go going forward.
Pythagoras does approach you, Cal, and says, well, I'm pretty sure you've heard, and I'll be leaving soon.
To be fair, Pythagoras probably would have already taken a shot.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Pythagoras would have been like, all right, like, this is my life, like, my last day. Let's wrap this up.
Cal just nods.
And I heard you heard the good news.
Well, like good news, but sure.
Hoping this will make you two work things out. If it makes you feel any better, since I'm not going to be here and probably won't know, I am going to be taking my bet off the board.
Not gonna happen.
Which one?
Cal just rolls his eyes.
Well, at least I know I was right. It's unfortunate I'm not going to be here to claim it. He just walks off. He immediately just walks off after he says that.
Jesus.
And then
that
you get
fucking betting board.
And then
Great job as always, Klaus.
Klaus just turns his head and looks at Cal, and you just see like a thumbs up from the cloak, and then he just turns his head back around.
Klaus is actually like shipping like 42 in the Cal.
Klaus is. Didn't we say that Klaus is the only one whose bet is on fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
He knows. He knows. He knows more than we do.
Hoping.
He knows more than we do.
Good.
Yeah. If you do you say anything to Klaus? I noticed you moved up over here.
Yeah, I was like, great job as always, Klaus.
He just kind of like nods his head, slaps his hand on your shoulder, and then just and then just shakes his head, and then just nods.
Do I understand what that means?
Working with Klaus for a little bit, you're probably like one of the ones who's picked on it more than most than anyone. I will say, you and Price. It's mostly since you've been moving up and having to make more orders and stuff. Um, you would get that he basically in translation he puts his hand on your shoulder and he exhales and he's just like, "Damn, I should have took the shot." And he moves his hand out and he's just like, "But then again, I don't have to do paperwork." Sorry about
Wait,
that,
if
boss.
Klaus took the shot, he had to do paperwork
No, you're doing
uh,
all the paperwork because
as the
you're
leader or the temporary
you're
leader. I do
yeah,
paperwork.
you're leader in training. You got to get
Uh,
used to the leader paperwork.
right, right. Okay, I'm gonna be like, yeah, and then I'll be like, maybe next time I'll just let you take the shot.
It's also like a inauguration. It's like a hazing kind of thing for being a new
Right.
leader. It's like if you don't make sure that guy dies on your first like practice leader thing, and you have to do paperwork, you have to do everybody's paperwork.
Fuck. Damn. All right. God. And I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna look over at Cal, like, I hope you're happy.
I should have taken. Cal, why
I
didn't you take the shot, Klaus? Why did you listen to me?
like it is like
Have you really lost so much humanity that you'd rather pop someone's head to avoid fucking paperwork?
Everyone in this vicinity except for Price just turns around. Yes.
yeah.
This is why
this
I
is
don't
this
fucking like you
it's just
guys.
another Tuesday for us.
Klaus just starts doing that thing people do when they're like mocking someone who's talking too much, and he's like just doing the little hand thing, and he's like moving his head around.
Yeah, like at Cal. And I'm gonna like pat him with the back of my hand, and be like, nice one, Cal. I mean Klaus. Jesus.
Yeah, nice one, Klaus. Classic Klaus.
We're done
Jesus.
here. We're leaving. Let's leave.
About damn time. I would have told you to stop talking, but it's your boyfriend after all, and I didn't want to ruin any moments
He's
you might
not
have.
my goddamn boyfriend. He's a fucking nusense.
I
And
I
Cal just opens the portal. Cal just opens the portal and
I,
like
I,
storms
walk,
through it.
I walk over to Mobius, gun cocked. They're like, "What did you say?" No, no, I just say. Klaus is with us. Klaus joined.
Klaus is here for the smoke.
So you go through the portal, and Mobius is just like, "Well, I guess it's our time to go," and you both dip. Pythagoras opens the portal. Everybody starts to step through, except for Price, and Klaus always likes to be the last one out.
Right.
Price comes up to you and he says, "Hey, I know you have to do paperwork and everything over, which does suck." Um, he's like, "Whenever you get done, did you still want to hang out?"
I'm gonna give him a really big pat on like a real big pat on the back and be like, "Of course, Klaus. Do you want to join us?"
You know that you asked that, and Klaus is waiting for an order.
I don't want to order him to hang out with us. That's just weird. It's like something he wants to do.
I mean, there are ways to make it an order, but with also being based on his opinion.
Klaus,
Say,
Klaus, this is an order. Be honest with me. Like, do you be honest with me? Do you want to hang out with us or not?
he just looks at you and he just nods.
As in a confirmation.
Yes.
All right, then come with us.
All right. He's willing to come with you
All right.
and wait for you to do your paperwork and then come hang out.
All right.
So I'll go through the portal. Go back to the sentry post.
The whole ordering thing is gonna have to get some used to.
Yeah.
As 42 is normally the one taking orders.
You go back. Everyone's going to be taking a bit of a break, so they're all demorphing. As you demorph and everything, Pythagoras comes up to you and he's, "Hey, Warner seems pretty heated about the changes and everything. You might want to go get that paperwork done soon and then hand it to him directly. He doesn't sound too excited about waiting."
I'll get right on it, sir.
Sounds good.
Where do I do I just already have the paperwork, or like do I have to go get it somewhere?
That staircase leads to the offices upstairs, and that's where
Right.
you can start it down here if you want to, right here in this little area here.
All right.
But You're really gonna have to finish it upstairs.
If I have to finish it upstairs, I'll just go ahead and go upstairs and do all of it upstairs.
Fantastic. That's what I was hoping you were gonna say.
Wait, so do the analysts still get paperwork, but just not a lot, or do they not get any at all?
They get a lot. They don't get a lot done. They did their job, so it's just stamp, 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 done. So you come up. This is like an elevator right here. This you can go up the stairs of the elevator. So you come in. You can see that there are plenty of places to do the paperwork.
All right. I'm just gonna sit down and get. I'm gonna let myself fall into the chair, begrudgingly do this paperwork. Like,
So it's pretty basic stuff. Stamping some things, signing some things, details about what happened. Basic stuff. It doesn't take you that long to fill out. It is more than what you're used to, since you're having
wait,
to do
what?
everybody's paperwork, but takes longer than usual, probably about like 30 minutes. Since you have to do everybody's. And you have it all, you think you have it all good, and you're supposed to take it to Warner, who is in this office over here.
Hold on. At the what office?
The one top left.
Top left. Okay.
So you come in here and you see you see Warner in his chair looking over some paperwork.
I love it. I love it.
As you come in and he's looking at stuff and he looks up. Don't you know how to knock anymore?
Oh my
Apologies,
fucking
sir.
God.
Give me the paperwork.
I hand it to him directly.
Starts looking through it. So, first day on some training and you decide to just not do your job? Is that what we're doing now?
Sir, I was following protocol.
Yes, protocol. But for reference, first day being leader training, especially when you are a leader, you definitely want to make sure you're not bringing home a ton of paperwork. Doesn't exactly say that you're leader material.
Yes, sir. I'll keep that in mind.
He's looking through it, and then he just kind of laughs a little bit. I see why you went with the way you did. Your boyfriend was there.
God damn it! 42 is like you like whole like he can like he's kind of upset by it about that, but like clearly like this is his superior and he's not gonna do anything about it. So he's just gonna stand there kind of stiffly like like you would in front of your superior and just wait for him to say something.
All right. He starts signing off a few things, staples the thing to some of the paperwork, stamps it. It's like, all right, good. Now it's your next task. Usually put this through the mailbox and we sort it out. But he drops it in front of you. You're going to go take this directly to data entry yourself.
Yes, sir.
And as much as I'd like to give you more work to do, I have a lot of respect for Pythagoras. So your team has the rest of the day off, unless we really need you. But you need to get that paperwork down to data entry as soon as possible. And while you're there, since you are going to be the new leader and Pythagoras goes out, Jenkins finally retired. Thank God, fucking pencil neck. I hated the guy. Never liked him. Leaving out the door, good riddance. Who cares where he's going? Don't care. New guy coming in. You might want to go talk to him. Make a good first impression. Already talked to him myself. Seems like a good guy. But being a new leader coming up when Pythagoras leaves, make good standing.
And he's gonna stiffen up again and be like, "Sir, yes, like yes, sir."
All right, good. Now get out.
And he's gonna quickly turn on his heel with the paperwork in hand and head to go turn it in.
So you head back downstairs, and you take one of the mini patrol vehicles that y'all have because y'all are allowed to take those. You take a patrol car. It's futuristic. It hovers. It flies in the air. Yada yada yada. So you
I'm making crop circles in the grass. No, I'm playing.
Start heading to tend to the paperwork, and we are going to pick back up with Cal and Mobius, who are back in their office. I need to take y'all there. So you'll get back in the office. Mobius gets in his chair, begins to get some paperwork out of the desk, starts to get going. Well, it's only going to be a few pages. Be nice for a day. And let's hope that the rest of the day goes pretty smooth. I think we did a good job. I think we did it well, all things considered.
Cal just kind of nods and goes and plops down in his desk. He takes his glasses off and he just rubs his eyes. I know we've been doing this for a while, but like, I still don't. He just shakes his head and he grabs the paperwork and he just starts filling it out.
Can I send the information about that Tommy dying to Cal's PDA?
Do you really want to?
Kind of, but no.
I mean, Cal may or may not have you blocked.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I figured due to, proper procedure and everything, you shouldn't have
Oh, that's
anybody in your
right.
workplace
Yeah.
logged.
Yeah,
That's
you really
fair.
can't.
Fair. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to send it to his
No,
PDA.
I really want to, but at the same time, I feel like that's a little much.
Yeah.
It'd be
So,
like figured you'd want to know how your suspect's doing or some shit. No, I won't be an asshole
well,
this
can't
session.
be. Maybe he'll get a little better, you know? You never know. Being a leader and everything, having to give orders. Or you're going to piss him off and he's going to tell that psychopath Pink Sentry to kill you in your sleep.
God, if I hear anybody call my boy a psychopath in person, I swear to God.
Cal just shrugs. I mean, he did find a day. I feel like if it had been Pythagoras, we would have had to do laundry.
Yeah, getting tired of doing laundry. Had to replace a lot of white shirts. I don't wear white anymore. Like today, I wore white and then I saw that and I was like, well, I fucked up. But hey, we pulled through. Can't be that bad. But hey, after this, maybe go on a little early lunch, get some food in our system. And we also have to stop by and see the new guy. Might be a good to go ahead and see him and let him see the best of Sector G.
I guess so, yeah. Might as well go ahead and get it over with. See who we're going to be dealing with in the future.
Not a bad idea. Yeah, we could do that. Get a little food, stop by, see him, maybe say hi to Wayland on the way there. Haven't seen Wayland in a few days.
I try to
Nah.
avoid seeing Wayland because typically when I do, it's because I'm being written up. And Cal gives Mobius like a shit-eating grin to let him know he's joking.
Yeah, I know. Every time we have to go see Wayland, it's to remind me that I gotta make sure you and your boyfriend don't cause too much of a ruckus. Yeah. I wonder if Wayland's in on the bet. I wonder if he's got a bet placed. I wonder what it's for. I'll have to
I
ask
really,
him the next time I see him.
I don't. But if you do ask him, don't tell me. I avoid that bar on purpose. It's the one closest to my apartment, too.
Well, you're lucky everybody respects the owner of that bar because if they didn't, all the other bars would also have it up.
I don't understand what everyone's fucking obsession is with it.
I mean, what else is there to do? I mean, besides work, go home, chill out, maybe go to a bar, go to the gym. I mean, office gossip is always it's always going to get around quickly, but this time it's office and sentry gossip. And it's an analyst and a sentry at that. It's not like when that clerk was dating that one sentry for a while and it got all heated and no one wanted to ask because they weren't around each other anymore. Whenever he brought paperwork, he had to drop it off at someone's desk. It was very awkward, but no one wanted to say anything. It's a lot different. Like a lot of politics between us and them, and yet there's a lot of anger, a lot of aggression. Usually we keep it on the down low, but two are very vocal and very physical sometimes. It's kind of concerning.
It's just because he fucking pushes buttons. And honestly, I think it's about time maybe someone tries to fucking put them in their place because they just fucking throw all their weight. They just throw their weight around. It's like a fucking. You know how I feel about it. I've gone on about this before. Like, it just pisses me off that they think that they can just fucking do whatever the fuck they want and have no repercussions.
Okay, maybe instead of an early lunch, we go hit up a different bar and get you a drink.
Whatever bar they go
need a
to, I want to
cigarette.
say that we're there.
God. Either way, get some food, maybe a drink. Well,
Me,
maybe
Price, and Klaus.
maybe we go see the new guy before the drink. Maybe see Wayland if he's in the office, or then we can go get a drink and then return back to work. And maybe, hopefully, it's a chill day. I think that sounds good. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
All right. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. All right, let's wrap this up. And we can send it in the mailbox. It'll be on its way, and then we'll be on our way. Heard it's pizza day. Pretty excited.
Cal just rolls his eyes and finishes his paperwork.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're no fun. You don't like pizza.
It's not that I don't like pizza. It's just not my favorite.
All right. Y'all hammer it down. Paperwork done in like. Y'all talked a lot of this, so probably like 2 more minutes. Y'all are dropping it in the box. Y'all have got a box here on y'all's desk.
They got a fucking box, and I have to walk it all the way there.
You do have a box, but you got told by Warner for
Right, to take it personally.
Yeah, your sentry chief told you to go take it personally. All right, let's go. I'm driving.
Can I just tell everybody on the CAD that we've been given the day off, or will they have been notified?
They were already notified.
Cool.
Cool. So we go see new guy.
You go up the elevator, you make it to a higher floor. Come around to new Jenkins's old office, and you see it already up on there. Abraham. Let's see if he's in. He gives it a knock, and you hear, "Come on in." Mobius opens the door first, steps on through. You're welcome to the man behind the computer says you're welcome to take a seat, or you can stand if you'd like. I'm sorry, I'm still getting a bit of my transfer paperwork done and starting to get used to everyone. The man looks from behind the computer. This is oh man, I've been waiting for this.
Oh God. Hello?
Oh!
This is our new overseer?
Yes, this is Abraham. He finished him some stuff. He gets up. He takes his glasses off, comes around. Abraham, but most people call me Abe.
Yeah, Cal will shake his hand. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Mobius steps forward. Mobius? Nice to meet you, Mobius and Cal. Yes, I am Jenkins' replacement. I came from Sector A, funny enough. Abraham, letter A, yeah, funny. I hear you two are the best analysts here in Sector G, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. We do our job pretty well, if I do say so myself.
Yes, I can tell by the reports that I've seen that Jenkins laid out on my desk to give me a little bit of heads up of how things work around here. I do have some questions for both of you. However, Mr. Mobius, I didn't know when you'd be coming. Mr. Wayland has asked to see you in your spare time since you're already here. He wanted me to let you know. He figured you'd be coming by this way. He said if you'd go up a couple of floors, he'll be waiting for you in a meeting room if you wouldn't mind. So, and I can talk to Mr. Cal here. Then when you get back, I can talk to you and get to know both of you a little bit. Oh, yeah, sure. I was actually planning on heading to see Wayland right after this if he was in the office. He's upstairs, at a couple of floors. Yes, I think he's up on the 28th floor, meeting room A. Okay, a lot of A's today. It's crazy. Yeah, I'll be right up there, and I'll be back. All right. And Mobius just like, well, Cal, I can't really tell you what not to or what not to say. But I'll be right back. Promise. Won't leave you alone for too long with the strange man.
Oh, yep, cool. Mobius, go have your meeting with Wayland. I'm fine.
Mobius heads up on his way. I'm just gonna put him in the elevator.
He's not usually that protective. Anyways, hi.
All right. Would you like to take a
Cal.
seat right over there? Or you can stand, it's up to you. I just like to offer.
Sure.
Go to sit down. All right, Mr. Cal. I'm trying to get a way of things around here. Usually analysts are a good way of figuring out, I guess, the flow of things. It's always different in other sectors, or so I'm told. And it's a little bit different here. A few things I've noticed. Um, how do you feel about Sector G? Do you see yourself staying here for the centuries to come, or would you like to transfer?
Cal just kind of shrugs. I like working here. I enjoy my partner quite a bit. We work well together. I mean, I don't have any plans to transfer. Really, I enjoy my job here.
Okay, that's good to
I
hear.
mean,
Always.
there's a few things that I find a little annoying, but it's
Uh,
just workplace politics.
yes. The tale as old as time, since the Morphing Masters created the GVA and all that stuff along with Hyperforce. The analysts and the sentries have always been so distant from each other. You would think people that have to work together would come together to make sure the job is done right. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and you know as well as any other analyst or any sentry how difficult it can be.
Probably better than most analysts.
Yes, I'm aware of the Deadpool.
You just got here. Great.
Well, Jenkins had it on my desk. He said it's probably one of the more talked about things, and it does not help the flow between analysts and sentries anymore. Well, for one of the outcomes.
Uh-huh.
But yes, I am aware.
Cal just looks annoyed at this point.
Yes, I concede that it would be very annoying rumors and stuff alike in the office, but it is the office, and those are always going to persist. It's best if you just try to ignore them, although you probably have. Um, I am aware that 42 is probably going to be getting a promotion as a leader. Do you think he'll be up to the task?
He did fine today. I didn't have to do laundry. Any day I don't have to do laundry is a good day.
I'm sorry, laundry?
So, Mobius and I mean some of the other analysts too. Uh Laundry day is when we have to take our clothes to the deep cleaner because we're getting blood and viscera washed off of them because the sentries decided to pop someone's skull on us.
Ah, yes. Sentries. Huh. I guess I'm surprised I didn't get that doing laundry. Of course you'd have to do laundry. Yeah,
Any day I don't have a laundry day is a good day.
sentries in my sector were similar. They don't seem to change much, but neither do the analysts. I just hope that maybe I can help with that a little bit. See, this is a promotion for me as well. I was up there as a respected analyst myself when I started training to be an overseer, and now here I am. I don't think I want to be a judge quite yet, although it's not out of the question if the time arises and I feel like that's my place. I feel like I'm going to be comfortable here, and I want to try to make some changes that I've been frustrated with for so long. Changes good enough for everyone involved, even the sentries. I had some sentries that I respected there in Sector A. They understood that, yes, they had to do more paperwork, but it was probably for the better that they didn't do what their superiors would have wished. So I'm hoping I can make that change here. It's a shame Pythagoras is leaving. He seems like he had such a good head on his shoulders. But he's going to the higher ups at Hyperforce, so maybe he'll make a change there.
Pythagor. It's just funny because it's like he's the one who's mostly ordered us to take the shot. It's hilarious.
Mm.
And that's another thing that I have a question for. Maybe I'll have to wait till I can speak to more of the people in Omega Squad that have him. But Jenkins left notes for people he thought I should know about ahead of time, the ones who stand out, the people who are the best analysts, best sentries, and he left notes on everyone and what I should know about them. But in Omega Squad, under a man named Klaus, it's just a bunch of question marks. Do you know why that is?
You don't want to ask too many questions about Klaus. It's
Why
best to
not?
leave those question marks question marks.
Okay, I guess I can do that. Maybe if I can talk to him, maybe I can figure something out.
He's not going to talk to you.
Does he have an authority problem?
No. He takes orders. If you order him to talk to you, he will. Well, I don't even know if he can physically talk.
He doesn't speak.
No.
Sign language?
For the most part. He also
Ah,
has like this text to speech thing that he mostly does.
well, with his photo, I guess I could have assumed that, but thought maybe that was just some unique armor. If that's not armor, then well, I'll have to figure that out another day.
Just listen. When it comes down to the sentries, Klaus is one that no one wants to fuck with. You know, whenever the big wigs come down and like they come take tours and stuff, you want to know who's always posted on their security briefing? Like who's always like working security on those tours? Klaus.
That's surprised they hadn't taken him. Then, if that's the case, they would love to have someone like that. He must refuse to go. That's
If I
interesting.
remember, if I remember, you did say he does refuse to go, right?
Yeah, he does.
Cal doesn't know that. Cal just shrugs. I don't know.
Anyway, let's. How are things in your section of it all with just the analysts? I know some analysts can be snarky throughout the office.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of inner office mm, rivalry, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And he sort of leans back in the chair. Some people are a little resentful of me and my partner's good standing, but we get the job done. That's it's not our problem that we were named best when we are the best.
Oh, and your records prove it. You really, surprisingly, with Omega Squad and how they are, you really do have a lot of successes. I will say more than I've seen through a lot of my time in Sector A, even as myself as an analyst as I was. It's quite commendable. I respect that.
Thank you.
Well, I know it's probably getting close to that time for you to take your lunch. You can go on ahead and I'll speak to Mobius whenever he comes back down if you would like to get a head start on him. I don't know what else your day looks like, and I don't want to hold you up anymore unless you have any questions for me.
You made mention of wanting to make things better here in Sector G.
Yes?
What do you mean by that?
Cooperation. This whole thing, I know it's probably not going to go anywhere, but I at least have to try. Instead of just accepting things the way that they are, I want to make it to where it's always been so odd. Those who succeed do less paperwork no matter how it gets, but the team that fails to do their job the way that it's supposed to be done has to do more, even if they did practically nothing but take a shot or get two words out before a shot was taken. A lot of odd things I've always felt just didn't make sense. And when I asked about these things, it's just this they just tell me it's the way it's always been. And I've seen changes in my time, but nothing dramatic or drastic. Nothing to probably help the inner politics. It seems Hyperforce wants nothing more than to just have things continue the way they are. I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. It bothers me. I just want to try to make people work together a little better. Because if this whole thing is about us saving lives, saving worlds, and keeping things clean and protecting the grid, why are we so divided on how to do it? We could just help each other. That's what I want to fix.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't question that sort of thing too. So if you manage to figure out how to fix it, make it work better, that means I have less laundry days and less paperwork. And it also means deaths.
Yes. I know sometimes they can't control it. I've had people we've tried to talk down turn and rough me up a little bit or try to do more damage, escape. There's a lot of times where they seem to get bored. They want to move on, maybe go to lunch. It's not worth someone's life, especially if they don't even trim the branch. Give them
That's what
another
I've.
chance. But I'm going to try. Least I can do now that I've gotten a position of a bit more power. Try to get it started, get the ball rolling. He gets up out of his chair. He stands up. Well, I'd better not take up too much more of your time.
It's all right. I don't think we have much else to do today. At least I hope not. This morning was plenty enough.
I remember those days. Kind of miss them. But all right. He goes and he opens the door, hold it open for you. And if once,
Then always.
he shuts the door behind him and goes back to his desk. Now we pick up with good old S42. We're bouncing back to you now.
All right, cool.
And good old data entry.
What the fuck is that? Is that a turtle?
Maybe. So you go to the door, and it's Lavina. Do you knock?
Fuck.
Lavina.
That's right. I just got onto. Somebody just got onto me for that. I knock.
You're here. Come in.
I'm here to turn in some paperwork.
She looks up and she immediately just like, oh, dude, Jesus. She's like, you do know that there are the boxes and all that stuff. You
I
don't
was
have
told to hand deliver it. See,
Okay.
man.
So she starts looking it over. She says, Omega Squad. Pythagoras already leave.
What? I think you worded that weird, or I'm having a stroke. What?
She said, did Pythagoras already leave?
Did he? I don't even know. He did. He didn't tell us if he already left. He said he was leaving.
And you're his replacement.
That's right.
Okay. Before I say anything, if any point, which you would have at some point, um, for random things, punishment or just mailboxes being down, you would have had to deliver paperwork before. Would you have hit on her?
I'll say I like I said, Javier in the office likes to be he likes to be professional. So I'd say if he saw her outside of the office, he probably would have tried.
Okay, so you would have hit on her at some point in or out of the office.
Out of the office. He doesn't like to do stuff like that in the office.
Okay.
Except for later, maybe.
Maybe
And then,
later.
so she's just like, oh, okay. She says, well, I appreciate you, I guess, delivering it in a fast time. I can see when you signed it, and that's pretty quick.
Ty has nothing to say to that.
Okay. She's like, well, you good to go now unless you have anything to say. Please tell me you're not going to say anything.
No, that was all. And then he's just gonna turn on his heel and walk out.
She immediately unflips a photo on her desk she had flipped down, and she just stares at it, and it's a picture of Fred.
Jesus.
Just like the
Like the dreamy sigh.
yeah,
Jesus
dreamy.
Christ.
I love that for Fred. I hope he gets this a very attractive redheaded woman. Or the turtle, if that's what he's into. I'm not judging.
So You know, you were told to
Oh,
go
I have
meet
to go meet the big man.
Yeah, so you get up on the elevator and you head to the floor where the overseers and the judges' offices.
Would Cal be leaving as 42's coming in?
Probably, yes.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Just
you press the button on the elevator and you're waiting when that one opens up and out steps 42.
Bum, bum, bum. No.
just a ta-da!
Yeah. And I'm not gonna say anything because I'm supposed to meet the big man. But like, if you want to say something, you can as he's walking past you.
As he walks by, Cal's just gonna, you did good today.
And he's just gonna go, just like, and then walk off. I guess, and right before he's about to open the door, he's just like, I guess you did well, your job well as well. And then he's gonna knock.
Cal steps
Come on.
on the elevator.
Come in.
Bop.
So he looks up, takes his glasses off. Ah, yes. Mr. Typhoon. That's a weird name. But the paperwork says he'd like to go by Ty for short. He gets up and he comes around, puts his hand out. I'm Abraham. You can call me Abe for short if you'd like.
And he shakes his hand firmly and is like, pleasure, sir.
If you want to, we can take a seat or you can stay standing. I just have a few things I want to ask you.
He's good. He's just gonna. If you don't mind, sir, I'd prefer to stand.
Alrighty, no problem. It's like, so, Mr. 42, I am aware that you are being promoted to a sentry squad leader. You'll be replacing Mr. Pythagoras. Do you feel like you're ready for the promotion?
I only hope that I can lead my team to success, sir. I hope I don't let them down.
I like to hear that. Now, Ty, I took this job. I was an analyst back in Sector A, and now I'm your overseer, replacing Mr. Jenkins, who has decided to retire. I would like your opinion on some of the changes I would like to make, although they probably won't happen. Um, just trying to get opinion on people from around in this sector and all the jobs as much as I can.
Of course, sir.
You see, something that always bothered me. You know, I was an analyst and you're a sentry, so this is a perfect chance to get to know this, especially someone who's going to be leading a sentry squad. Do you ever feel like the back and forth between you and analysts doesn't really make a lot of sense?
I'll be honest with you, sir. Like when I first joined up, I saw the bickering and the back and forth, and it I never understood quite why they did it, but it just sort of happened over time, and now even I'm doing it.
And don't you think it's unfair that even though you didn't get to kill the person, that you had to do more paperwork to make up for it?
Never understood that, sir.
Exactly. And when I asked these questions to my higher ups at Sector A, when I could ask a Hyperforce person when they came down, I didn't really get an answer. And I think it's, well, be quite frank, bullshit.
I agree, sir.
I'm trying to change that.
In high, in my head, less paperwork. Fuck yeah, I like this new guy.
Because if you and the analyst go out to the field to solve a problem, a potential threat to the grid, to the multiverse, you should be united, not separated in such a way. It shouldn't matter who does what. Just simply saving the world, that timeline, that should be the goal. Paperwork shouldn't really matter, and it shouldn't be forced to be more when someone doesn't do their job, just for the sake because of the fact that they didn't do it. If I get the ball rolling, could I count on you as the leader of Omega Squad to, I don't know, work with the analysts a little bit more?
He's really struggling with this one. He's like, fuck. He's gonna be like, I understand, sir, but the specific analyst that gives me the most grief, he's really the only one that that I have problems with.
Yes, I am aware of you and Mr. Cal in the Deadpool. Jenkins made a detailed section about it in the paperwork he
Very
left.
detailed, even. I don't know how he got some of this information.
If it makes you feel any better, Mr. Jenkins did place his bet on you killing each other.
He's just gonna go like,
Well, maybe I can help with that when the time comes. If I can get the ball rolling.
he's gonna help me kill Cal.
No, I'm going to help you be more cooperative together. Let go of the past and embrace a potential new future where analysts and sentries work better together instead of being so desperate to see who gets the win. With less paperwork, of course.
Uh, then I don't see why not, sir.
Enough about that. How do you feel about your job as a ranger sentry here in Sector G?
Sir, I love my job.
You don't have any problems with it?
Of course not. Other than the paperwork, I said I have no problems with it.
You enjoy your squad? All of your squad mates?
They have their flaws, sir, but they're my. I've been with them for a long time. I can't see myself doing this job without them.
And can you Jenkins left me detailed paperwork on your squad being one of the best squads of Sector G, but one of your teammates, he left detailed stuff about all of you. Except for one. Mr. Klaus just has a bunch of question marks.
Ah, Klaus, love that guy. Really,
I hear he's
okay.
quite the mystery.
Yeah, that's right, sir. None of us really know much about him.
Not even his own squad mates. That is very peculiar. And he doesn't talk.
That's right, sir. He uses some sort of text to speech if he does whenever we're on comms. But
So
most of
cute.
the time, it's hand movements.
And you haven't seen him without his mask?
That no, sir.
Huh. You don't think he'd be willing to talk to me, would you?
Uh, if it was in order,
I hate to ask, but I guess I can ask you if you'd be comfortable with it. Would you be comfortable at commanding Klaus to come speak to me?
I'll let him know right away, sir. All right, I'm gonna text him. I was like, this is I'm gonna be like, this is an order, class. I need you up in the new overseer's office right away.
You just get the the saluting emoji.
He should be on his way, sir.
Okay. Well, I think that's all I can really ask you for now. I'll be sure to try to talk to Mr. Klaus as much as I can get out of him. I just want to know more about him. I guess you're relieved of duty, officer.
Thank you, sir. I look
And he
forward to working with you in the future.
look forward to working with you too. And remember, if once,
Then always.
and he goes to open the door for you to let you out.
Klaus is just there already, like in front of me, like, oh god, Jesus.
He crashes through the
He just
window.
fucking teleports.
Yeah, god. I'm gonna wait here for Klaus. Oh, there he is. And I'm gonna walk up to Klaus and be like, this is also an order. Answer his questions to an extent you're comfortable with.
He just nods.
All right. Don't forget that we're hanging out after this. And I'll say we're going to a bar. I'm gonna be like, meet us at the bar we normally meet up
He nods with a thumbs up.
at. All right. I give him a pat on the shoulder. And walk
He closes the door, and you just hear rules of nature, but muffled.
off. No, you hear it has to be this way, like he's fighting Armstrong. God.
Anyway, we cut back to Cal. Cal, on the elevator, you were
Uh-huh.
asked to come to the war room with
Oh,
to see Mobius and Waylon.
the war room?
Yeah, I was like, war room.
Yeah, the war room.
What the fuck is the war room?
I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me?
Why did you call it that?
Because it's called the war room.
Okay, I go see Waylon and Mobius in the war room. Oh, that's why it's called the war room.
These are
You could have
elevators.
just said the meeting room.
It's a war room. That's the meeting room is on that floor. This is the war room.
Why are we in the war room?
Because Waylon wanted to talk to Mobius in the war room.
Okay. Cal comes in.
Waylon's Judge 3. He can use the war room for anything now, basically.
Fair enough.
Come in and you hear them talking as you make your way, I guess, to sit down. And there's the man himself. Well, how'd it go? How's the new guy?
It went fine. I I mean he seems fine.
That's good to hear. Still got to talk to him. Wayland, if you want to go ahead and tell Mr. Cal what's up. All right, Cal. Look, I've come to you two because you two are the best in Sector G. I've come to respect both of you. However, the GVA has encountered a problem, and I need my two best analysts to keep their ears open.
All right.
You can't go around spreading this to anyone. No matter what they say, you have to keep this in this room.
Cal nods.
2 days ago, in Sector H, a man ran up and down the halls, screaming that the GVA was a lie. Everyone's lives were stolen from them, and that no one is who that the GVA told them that they are. That the morphing masters did not create them, but they were stolen. Stolen for the sole purpose of giving an infinite supply of workers to a job that needs it. He was crazed. Signs of psychic trauma. A few days before that, he was out in the field. They had to deal with a powerful adversary. It took several sentry squads to take him down. The man had suffered severe damage to his head. He recovered, and when he awoke, he was deranged, claiming everything was a lie. He said he had spoke to someone, and that someone had told it to him. Obviously, the head trauma made him believe these things. And then today, in Sector Y, a man claimed the same thing. That he had talked to someone, and they told him everything he knows is a lie. Hyperforce contacted me to ask if I had had any such occurrences. I told him not that I was aware of. No one had really gone in for severe head trauma the last week. I have a strange feeling something weird is going on. Someone, somewhere, is lying to the GVA workers, convincing them they show no signs of magical possession or tampering. Someone somewhere is trying to take down the GVA by attacking its workers. And we don't know who. So I'm asking you two to keep your eyes and ears open. If you hear anyone starting to talk or claim that they don't feel real, they feel as if they're not themselves, I need you to come to me immediately with this information.
Understood.
And I hate to ask, but I had to ask Mobius. And I expect you to be honest with me. You haven't talked to anyone who tried to tell you that, have you?
No, sir.
Now I understand if you have your doubts. And I'm willing to ask any questions that you have at this time.
I suppose a good question would be how did that sort of thing get into the GVA?
That we don't know. If they used their CAD was scrubbed clean. Computers that they had at their home scrubbed clean. When we confronted the men, they refused to speak to us. When we had sentries pull them away to get them out of the eye of the public, they tried to beg for help, claiming that we were just going to make them a new person again and put them in a different sector. They said no one was safe. It was all a ploy to do the work of others who do not wish to do it. We have no idea how they found who told them this, or how they did it. But Hyperforce is afraid that it may happen more often in a shorter amount of time. They're afraid that more people will get messages. If that's how he's doing it, it's the only way he can do it. They're afraid it's going to spread like a virus, and that everyone at the GVA is going to believe it. And there'll be no one to stop forces like the one you stopped from today from getting worse and traveling the multiverse or trying to conquer the grid. Hyperforce does what they can with ongoing threats, trying to track them down, trying to stop them. If anything, y'all are more the front line than they are. If the GVA falls, Hyperforce won't be able to contain the flood of people that escape, become untrackable. So we need to try to put an end to this now, and do whatever we can.
Understood.
And like I said, no one in this room. You two are the only that I have told so far. If Jenkins was here, I would have told him, but I don't know if I can trust Abe just yet. I'll have to see about that. I'll let you know if I tell anyone else. And until then, always assume you are the only two. If someone breaks it up to you, then we have a mole, potentially. Rooms could be rigged. Just stay safe. Do you have any other questions?
There's no way to track where it came from.
We tried
Everything's been
everything. Literally everything. They started searching computers in the whole sector. CADs of everyone. Someone, whatever they were doing, was smart. They haven't found any evidence of destroyed devices or destroyed computers. They're looking through everything as we speak. But right now, they have nothing. They find something, I'll let you know. But unfortunately, if we get another incident, Hyperforce is most likely going to bring it down. They're going to come down and take control of our entire operation. We're talking higher level sentries, red sentries, silver space sentries, and God forbid, quantum sentries, or the A team, or the A squad. You think the sentries that you deal with on a daily basis are bad. You haven't seen a sentry from Hyperforce yet. You and your little boyfriend can have all the arguments that you want. But the moment you talk back to a sentry from Hyperforce, you might as well have sealed your fate. I know of a man. He's probably one of the best sentries Hyperforce has. But he's a major asshole. I've only met him a few times. The man refuses to retire. And he's a quantum sentry. The best of the best. You wouldn't last a second around that man. So if they end up coming down, I really need you to be on your best behavior. No matter what you see, no matter how dangerous it gets, no matter how rough they get, I need you to say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and shut your goddamn mouth. Is that understood?
Al just nods.
I'm sorry I raised my voice and I used harsh language, but I know how you are. I don't want to see anything happen to you all because you tried to do the right thing. I know that sounds awful. I'm doing what I have to protect my workers in Sector G. All of them. If they send that man down and he sees any amount of slacking from the sentries in Sector G, God help them. He does not take failure.
Well, let's hope it just doesn't come to that.
God, this guy. Someone who's gonna treat sentries and analysts like shit? Are you sure he's a sentry? Not one of those hyperforce politicians. No, he's a sentry. You got a name, so in case if he does come down, we know to avoid him. His name is Ares. The name fits too well.
Ares was the god of war, right? One of them.
Yes, Greek god of war. But it was the name he was given by the Morphing Masters. They nailed it right on the head when they made him. So if you hear that Ares is down here in Sector G, you avoid him and his squad at all costs. There's a rumor, one that he has never denied, that back when he was one of the first Mastodon sentries, when the GVA was created, in order to fulfill the mission he was given, he put a bullet right through an analyst just to get to his target, with no remorse. Never proven, but he never denied it either. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So keep your head on a swivel, and listen. Please.
Al just nods.
We got you. Don't worry. We'll do what we can. We'll listen where we can. We'll be observant. Anything that happens, we'll make sure of it. We got this, old friend. You can trust us. All right. Good. Now, taking up a lot of your time, but if anyone says anything, your lunch was extended. Go get something to eat. Take some time to relax. You got it, boss man. Still kind of weird. You know, me and you were on the same level for a long time. And then you just started skyrocketing up the ranks. Proud of you. It's appreciated, Mobius. Thank you. Now get out of here. If once, then always.
We leave.
Cafeteria time. So there's a person behind the counter. So Mobius comes up and it's just like, hey, Oscar, heard y'all got pizza today. What you got on the menu? Oh, you know, a little bit of everything. Meat lovers, supreme, vegetarian, classic pepperoni, New York cheese. All right, all sounds good. I'll think I'll have a little slice of everything, even the vegetarian. I'll try something new for once. You got it, coming right up. And Cal, how about you? How you feeling today?
I guess I'll just take pepperonis. It's fine.
How many slices?
2.
All right. I got a full table and 2 slices of pepperoni. I need them pretty quick. We got our best analysts here. You can take a seat if you like, and I'll bring it to you when it's ready.
Thank you,
All
Oscar.
right, say less, Oscar. As you pass by You start to walk. Where do y'all want to sit? Where do you and
See,
Mr.
I was
Bartman?
gonna sit here, but that's too close to Omega Squad.
Nah, sit there. It's fine.
Too close to the bitch squad.
If you sit there, it's literally like you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I don't want to sit there. I don't want to sit there. I don't want to sit by bitch squad. We sit over here.
Is there a reason why we're sitting so far away? It's Oscar's gonna have to walk a pretty far way to get here.
Wow, Cal, what an asshole. After he was like, we got our best analyst here.
We want to sit over next to Omega.
To have Oscar have to walk less when he offered, yes.
Cal just deadpans at him.
So you take a seat. And as you take a seat, you can hear the two people right next to you having a conversation if you'd like to listen.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just saying, I know that like you like to do the work and I know you enjoy it, but come on, man. You got so many points. Gotta spend a little money on something else other than googly eyes. I mean, you basically have bags of them. And the guy across from is just like, yeah, I know. I just like putting them on everything and I really enjoy it. Oh, although I do have a lot of points. And there are a few things that I would like to get. I don't know, maybe. I'm just saying, it might be worth a change of pace. I mean, I know there's some good furniture stuff you've been wanting to do to spruce up your apartment a little bit. In the downtime, like between the hours of work, we can go together and we can spruce up your apartment a little bit, make it a little nice, and then maybe you'll I don't know, have someone over that's not me for once. No offense, we're best friends, but I don't know. You just really, I mean, I don't talk to much anyone else either, but a lot of people around the office like you. I think it's worth a chance. I mean, it doesn't have to be Lavinia or office clerk, but someone. You just kind of stick to yourself. Even I go to the gym and stuff and converse. I think maybe you just got to get out of your bubble a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to see. Also, take a vacation. What did you do when I took a vacation? I just waited for you to get back. See, that's what I'm talking about. Get some time to relax. It'll be worth it. I promise. All right, S42, it's your turn to come in.
I'm gonna go up to Oscar and order a classic pepperoni with extra cheese.
How many slices?
All of the slices. No,
Uh,
just a full pie, if you would, Oscar.
One full classic pepperoni pie coming up. Would you like cheese stuffed crust?
What I like cheese stuff. That sounds like an amazing idea, Oscar. Yes.
Alrighty, one classic pepperoni, cheese stuffed crust coming right up. Ah, there we go.
I'm gonna head to the table then while I wait for my pie.
So you,
they bring it to the table. He's like, "Oh, you got a pie for everybody?"
no,
Yeah, for everyone.
they're already eating. Well,
Yeah.
except for Klaus, he's just got a straw going into one of the filters in his face, and he's just drinking. As he turns to you and he looks, and he gives you that look of, "What took you so long?"
Turning in paperwork. You know how it is. I guess you
He
wouldn't.
You could see he's doing the muscle, like the body movement of laughter as he kind of slaps his knee. And then he points at you and continues to do body movements for laughter, but it's all silent.
I was like, yeah, laugh it up while you can, Klaus.
And Tora, why after that, it's just like, well, I hope you don't really expect to be making similar decisions whenever you're in charge of us, because I'm not going to do that paperwork.
Listen, if it comes down to if the analysts actually manage to do their jobs, and if you want to keep crying about it, I'll do the paperwork.
Price is like, yeah, that's some good leadership right there. I think you'll make. Like I said, I didn't have my doubts, but I really think you'll make it.
Thank you, Price. Hell yeah, Price. I love Price. I mean, he's trying not to make it obvious, but he really likes Price.
Also, it's Oscar, but it's spelled Oskr, Kar.
Oscar. No, play Oscar.
And Tora says, "Yeah, go ahead and suck up to the new boss while you can." I'm not trying to suck up to the new boss. I'm just saying that I genuinely. And then she nudges him, and he's like, "Yeah, you're right."
And what's up? I'm gonna be like, and what's up with this whole messing with our what's he called? Our techie.
Yeah, your green Zeo sentry.
Yeah, yeah. What's up with messing with our techie? Is what I'm just gonna say.
Not prepped yet.
What do you mean? Tora's like, what do you mean? Literally every squad does it. Techies
Yeah,
don't belong with us. They don't do anything besides half the time agree with the analysts.
yeah, but he's part of our squad. I don't think it should matter what he is. But if he doesn't really do anything, he's there on standby. Isn't he like our medical guy as well?
Yeah, to a degree, yes.
Yeah, to a degree. He's also like our emergency medic in case we need it. I feel like his time will come. There's no need to be putting him out.
Price is just like, thank you, Ty. That's much appreciated.
Of course, Price.
And then she speaks up. So, what are we gonna do about you and your boyfriend now that you're the leader?
He's not my boyfriend, but I guess, like I don't see why anything has to change drastically. Like we could just keep doing what we've been doing.
Yeah, nothing's really gonna change. I mean, I guess it depends on how you choose to lead us. I mean, Pythagoras was mostly just cut and dry. They have a time limit. If not, well, Klaus does Klaus. But I mean, the other times where things have gotten dicey and we've all had to get involved with some of those people that we fought. Remember the guy that turned into a giant octopus man and claimed he was some god named Cthulhu? That was
Jesus
weird.
Christ. Yeah, that was weird. It only kept going after the women that no. No.
And then Tor's like, yeah, and yet again, we were underprepared. And what happened? Klaus jumps inside of his mouth because Pythagoras tells him and then kills it from the inside somehow.
That's our Klaus for you.
He wasn't even supposed to be there that day. He was sick.
Well, at least, if anything, he'll be there for us.
And Price's like, but that begs the question, though. Are we only the best because of Klaus? Is that why we're so high up?
No, nah. Like, definitely Klaus is our heavy hitter and, like, one of our best. But we all have our own. What's the word I'm looking for?
You all contribute something to the team.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you, Babs.
Klaus just nods, and she's like, well, also in his paperwork, he puts that it was a team effort on everything. Klaus just nods more. He puts his hand up for a high five.
I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I'd give him the high five. What
Okay.
a team player.
Now, Oscar comes over here. One large pepperoni with cheese stuffed crust.
Thank you, Oscar.
Drops it in front of you and he comes down here. I got a full table and 2 slices of pepperoni. All right. Time to dig in. Look at all that pie.
Fucking tearing this shit up. It's like you know that fucking Goofy movie pizza? That's what it's like.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
And Moe's like, thank you, Oscar. Always such a good attendant, always such a good cook. Well, I didn't kick those this time. That was the team. And you just hear, it's fucking raw! Speaking of which, I gotta go right now.
Speaking of which, I gotta go right now, like trembling and like scared.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Gordon Ramsay's the head chef!
I was making a
What
bit, but
are
no, it's
you?
canon.
Yeah, now it's canon.
Instead of his name being Gordon Ramsay, it's Joe Bastianich.
It's just Joe. First names only.
It's just Joe.
They have they have like different cooks like on like for like so the other cooks can have days off, and like the next time we are here, it's just like Guy Fieri. You ready to
Except
go
his name
to
is
Flavor
Gordon.
Town?
Except his
So
name is Gordon. Guy Fieri's name is Gordon.
it's like, hey, I didn't see anything on the menu today, Gordon. Just throw something as a plate. What is that? It's a lot of things. You should try it though. It's really good. Is that moving?
He just smacks it with a spatula.
Like it's not anymore.
And it tastes amazing somehow.
Yeah, you're like
Oh my
really
God.
skeptical.
Half it's fried, half it's cold, but somehow.
Somehow it all comes together in a beautiful
Oh.
harmony.
Anyways. Food.
So Mobius is sitting there horfing down his different slices of pie.
Cal just eats his pizza casually.
Mobius just swallows a big thing. Ooh. Oh man, I gotta slow down because let me tell you, wow,
Uh-huh.
Joe really killed it today. Oh, that's good. Even the vegetarian stuff. I don't like vegetarian, but somehow it tastes good. This is what I'm
I
talking
mean,
about right here.
I've been trying to tell you that vegetables are good when they're cooked right, and maybe you should eat more.
I don't
Yeah,
believe that.
you and the medical staff keep telling something about cholesterol, something really high. I don't know what the term is.
Cholesterol. I can feel my arteries clogging just watching you eat all of that.
Hey, but I still look good, right? I'm still in good shape. I'm not getting overweight. I burn it all off. Every time we go out on a mission, I hear Omega Squads. I burn like 500 calories immediately to prepare myself of what you're gonna do.
Or
I
what he's gonna do.
listen. I very rarely am the antagonist in any of these situations. They just
To be fair, this time we were talking amongst ourselves and you kept butting in.
No, I'm aware. I'm aware. Cal did butt in this time. He's not innocent either. There's mutual antagonism.
Cal,
Hmm.
your PDA goes off.
Okay. He looks at it.
From an unknown sender.
Uh-huh.
It says tonight, here, me and you.
Okay.
Let's squash the beef.
What?
Mr. S42, your device goes off.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
You see it, unknown sender. Do you open it?
I fucking destroy the piece of pie in my hand and I fucking open it up.
It says, me. It says, here, tonight, me and you. Let's squash the beef.
I'm just gonna be like, what? Like, all right, I guess he's just gonna be like, all right, let's see what this guy has to say.
I'm assuming both of
This-
you look in each other's direction.
I mean Cal just sort of reads it and kind of looks over his shoulder at Omega Squad.
I look up from my cab into over to where Cal is. I'm like, what the fuck is he thinking?
Cal notices S42 look at him, and he just turns back around and finishes eating.
Like, I guess I'll find out later, and I'm just gonna fucking destroy the rest of this pie.
Okay, pause. Is this you setting things up for us?
No. If James were here, I'd be telling James to check his PDA as well.
Ah,
He would get something different but y'all got something.
Me,
Darn.
you, here. I like.
Because
Like-
I was looking at this map and there's one office.
Oh, that's a security office, but no. If James would be here, I would tell him to check his PDA as well. He'd be getting a message, but y'all wouldn't know what that is, so I'm not gonna say that. But he'd be getting
Yeah.
something that would make him want to come back tonight.
I have an extra rare stash of googly eyes. You want tonight if you're interested.
I have more googly eyes than you. That son of a bitch.
That's the only thing that makes him mad.
Tora and Klaus will be accompanying you, and there is a possibility Price will be there as well. I mean, not Price, Pythagoras. Pythagoras might come as well. You get a text from him saying he would like to spend time with y'all before he leaves, but he's having to finish up some stuff for his
Right.
transfer to
Would this
Hyperforce.
convince Sheeta come too? And Price?
Do you tell them?
I'm gonna let them know before they start walking.
And Price is like, "Oh, Pythagoras, man, I'm gonna miss him." You could see that she stopped, but she's not turning around. But he's like still close to vicinity. Price turns around. And he's like, "Oh, I'm really gonna miss him when he's gone. This would be," and you can see that you don't see it, but you can see him like get bumped. And he's like, "Yeah, but then again, I kind of just want to go home, like kind of relax with his extra time off."
All right.
So potentially Pythagoras, Tora, and Klaus will be your
Oh my
party
God.
mates.
Are they
on your-
gonna go do the fucking horizontal salsa?
You don't know. You're not trying. You're not out. You'll have to find out.
Well, I'll find out later. Like I said, I've taken notice of it, but I'm not gonna question it now.
Okay, so they leave, and then you will eventually leave with your 3 squad mates
I'll
to
ask
go.
Klaus actually.
Klaus would know.
Yeah, I was like, Klaus, so, do you have any idea what's going on with those two lately?
The things I have seen them do has burned deep into what I assume are my eyes.
Klaus, what do you mean by that?
Honestly, I have never seen such vicious acts.
Who would have
Wait,
thought it came from
It's
Price?
actually happening.
Is this canon?
I am so good at stealth, I sometimes underestimate that people don't see me in the locker rooms. I was too scared to move. Frightened. I froze. I saw. And you see a tear come down his eyes. Yeah, no, Klaus probably would know. So if you do ask Klaus, he could probably tell you, but he's
Yeah,
probably not gonna.
I'm asking Klaus.
Right now?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, so he probably asked him as they walk away. Klaus is just like, "You just now noticed?"
I've noticed, but I didn't want to ask. I was kind of scared to ask.
I'm not quite sure what exactly is going on, but it seems like they have some sort of mutual understanding. I could stalk Price if you wish.
That would be invasion of privacy.
I have been used for less.
Well,
However, your relationship with Price seems to be that of near brotherhood. Some might even say that you are very close, like brothers. When Price came along, you were the only one who treated him with dignity. Some of that is on me. I did trip him quite a lot early on, and I am sorry for that. But it cannot be understated that something is clearly going on, and to invade their privacy would probably make Price not like you as much. So
you're
probably
right.
don't, but I will do
I'll-
it if you tell me. That is my thing.
Right. No, I'll just ask him about it. There's no need to invade his privacy.
That's a good call, boss. If you need me to, I will take the shot.
All right.
And he-
But if it's what I think is going on, if shit never breaks his heart, I want you to take the shot.
He's already putting a silencer on the sniper rifle.
Jesus.
Say again.
God. Also, you're gonna have to teach me how to be a good shot like you are.
I have tried to teach many. Pythagoras was one of them. I don't hate to say this, but you just need to, what's the term? Get good.
So I'm just gonna be like, you're right, buddy. Let's
And
go
Tora-
get some drinks.
Agreed. So they leave, and now, Cal, how would you like to spend the rest of your evening before next session?
I mean, he's chilled out. He's
What was
chilled
that?
out. His kind of like being miffed about things has gone away. He's over it. So he's just gonna finish his food and kind of sit and probably chat with Mobius about.
Well, I mean, I said evening, but y'all still have the rest of the day. They got off early, so
Yeah, he's gonna just kind of chat with Mobius a little bit, and then I guess they'll go back to the office.
okay. We'll do a bit of office banter back at the office, and we'll end session.
Anyways, yeah, Cal's doing his thing and whatnot. He kind of he stops. He kind of he stops for a minute, and he sort of is like in his own little world, staring off into space.
You good?
Hmm.
Kind of staring off into space there.
I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about earlier today.
The event with the Tommy girl, or the people losing their minds and being told lies by someone in the GVA. Had a lot happen today.
I guess a bit of both. The Tommy thing was real close there for a minute.
Yeah, we weren't really making a lot of progress. It's just seems like everything we told her she doubted, and it made her angry, and she got defensive. At least she threw us the morpher. Didn't have one of those situations again.
I guess I'm just kind of surprised that we didn't have a laundry day.
Yeah, I was. Like I said, I wore a white shirt and didn't button up my coat, so yeah, I was starting to feel the same way myself. Good thing the bleach is paid for.
Hmm. I kind of hate to admit it, but S42 did well today.
Seems like he understands a few things, not quick to pull the trigger like Pythagoras. Although I am going to miss him to an extent. Some of our talks were nice. Not a lot of them, but some. And that counts for something.
I guess.
I think it'll get better. And hey, with this new promotion and how things look, maybe the Deadpool will go away and no one will bet on whether or not you're going to fight the guy or fuck the guy.
I think you and I both know that it's not going to disappear until one of us dies.
That was a nice thought. You never say that. We've had a few bets before that lasted way after someone was dead.
What is he gonna do? Find me in the morgue?
Or that, or say that he fucked you. He didn't kill you. He could say that. I'm not saying that's what he might say, but if he's got people that are willing to give him some money and he makes a bet on it that himself that he fucked him, he could say it and people are going to believe it. And then a lot of people are going to be pissed.
I think he hates the Deadpool more than I do. I don't.
Fair enough. That could be true. You don't know. You never tried to talk to the guy. I mean, probably however long ago it was when you first met, maybe. But he seemed like he was fresh out of camp. And if he was fresh out of camp, there was no getting through that thick skull. It was yes, sir, no, sir. Let's do the thing. Let's get it done. You know, a lot of them are like that when they first come out.
He just he gets under my skin.
Why do you let him?
I don't know.
Maybe, maybe it might be a good time for you to take that vacation.
I'm not taking a vacation, Mobius.
I'm just saying, with all
Besides, I don't think I can afford to now that we're supposed to be, you know, keeping an eye out for stuff.
Well, I could watch it, and hey, who's to say someone who on vacation won't get some mysterious word that their life is a shame and fable and made up and lied? Could be a lot of things. You could find someone on vacation that's been told that shit.
That would ruin the vacation.
That's true, it would do that. I'd be pretty mad if I went on vacation and had to do work. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. But if big old bad Ares comes to town, might not be a bad idea to get out of Dodge. For a moment, anyways.
I'm not stupid. I know how to check my temper before I get myself into a situation I can't handle. S42, I can. You've seen that.
That's true. I don't know, the way that Waylon got so serious about it. Haven't seen him that serious in a long time. It's concerning a little bit.
Yeah.
But hey, it may not even come to that. These whole string of things could all be coincidental, or whoever's doing it feels the heat, doesn't want to do it anymore, decides to backpedal. Maybe wait it out, try it again later, or just stop doing it entirely. Guess we'll have to see.
Make our job easier if they did.
Yeah, it would. We got a win today, and then we got told we may be suffering a huge loss. But we'll deal with it. We've handled worse situations, like the octopus guy. That was weird. But we handled it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were grabbed by tentacles and in the air and screaming and everything, but I feel like we did a pretty good job. Didn't have to do laundry, but, well, a bit sticky. But other than that, wasn't that bad.
I'd rather not have to deal with something like that again, though.
Yeah, no, that was really weird. I am Cthulhu! Yeah! Weird. People get a little bit of power and all of a sudden they think they're gods.
Yeah.
Let's just hope the rest of the day stays quiet. Am I getting anything on my end? How's your end looking?
Pretty empty.
Yeah, let's hope it stays that way. I think I'm gonna go home, take a nice long bath, sit in front of the TV, watch a little bit, maybe have a beer or two, maybe hit the A early, get a little bit more sleep, just in case tomorrow has more weirdness, I guess.
Mm. I'm honestly surprised Praxis and Elsie didn't come in here asking about our mission.
Yeah,
Half the time they leave us alone. Makes me wonder if they ever get any of their own work done.
I know, right? They seem to be more focused on what we're doing and what other people are doing. But hey, they're number two, so can't be all that bad. They gotta be doing some work.
Cal just shrugs.
Let's not do what they do. Let's focus on our jobs, what we have to do, and our newfound purpose of listening in and trying to catch this stuff before it gets too bad, I guess.
Yeah. Cal just gets back to what he was doing.
Same for Mobius. I'll spend the rest of the day mostly in the office, maybe doing a coffee run. The day is slow.
Smoke break, for sure.
Yeah, you'll walk around, try to listen on a few things, try to be non suspicious. Y'all don't find anything. Spend the rest of the day, then y'all You go back home to your apartment. And that's where we are going to end